Welcome to the first update of our India Top 30 live portfolio. We shall look at how the portfolio is doing and what are the next course of action for the portfolio. How was last week? Markets were in buying mode from very few stocks that kept moving the markets. Now a broad-based upside has been seen. Most of the laggards in the market like S-Bank, Z Telefilms, Tata Motors kind of stocks have had big price moves. On the contrary, quality stocks that kept the market high for so long to rest. As the indices were catching up pace, concentrated portfolios were slow in the race. In the last 6 months, our portfolio had an outperformance of around 3.36% against the NSE 500 benchmark. The trend on the upside is likely to continue. Coming to the changes in the portfolio, let's begin with what are the stocks that are going out. This is a list of stocks that are qualified to exit from the portfolio. We have 10 stocks giving exit signals. In our portfolio, stocks qualify for exit when their price does not have a significant upward move in the last month and if the results are down in the recent quarter. Some of them move out in 1 month after they come in, while some stay for longer and give exit a little later. Early exits will have losses, while those which stay for a little longer time tend to close with profits for the portfolio. In this list, it is only the signals as of now. Moving out will happen only when the last month's low is breached. On this condition, many of the stocks might not trigger the exit if the price begins to move up this month. So, out of 10, not all will move out, while we should be prepared to have their exits done when the prices get hitting the previous month low. In the current list, Marico and Rights were recent entries into the portfolio. Both will be exiting at a loss. Marico lost its leadership due to its poor results in September quarter, while Rights was due to its price stagnation in the last month. McDowell is also moving up. This stock has been there in the portfolio for quite some time, but it's been stagnant. And this stagnancy in price is due to the company's decision to go slow on the sales, as they don't want to pile up bad debts in their books because of the slowing economy, which they expect their dealers will not pay them on time. So it is actually a good move because companies protecting their business, while that is bringing stagnation on the stock's price move, which actually is not good for the portfolio, so we have to exit. For Indigo, we had already hinted last week itself in the stock of the week analysis which we did. The industry as well as the management in this company is under trouble. In this stock, the exit trigger is far away due to the high range that the stock had in last month. And there is also a positive news that the company is buying new aircrafts. Some about 100 aircrafts they are replacing to increase the quality of their services, which is actually push the stock price up. So chances are Indigo might stay, while if it tends to go down, it will have an exit. Others like Avas, Credit Access, GSPL kind of stocks are moving out after a brief stay in the portfolio, which will give us some small gains to the portfolio after the exit, if in case the exit happens. Stocks that are coming in, when 10 stocks are ready to move out, equivalent number will be ready to replace them. Again, not all of them will get in. They have to breach their previous month highs to get in, which many of them will not clear. That is what our experience is in this portfolio. So all the names that have lined up like Britannia, Colgate-Palmolive, Jubilant Foods, Central Depository or CDSL, Cochin Shipyard, Siemens, all of them have had good run-up in price, which has been supported by fundamental strength too. Stocks that qualify to be in our portfolio have to show strength in all parameters, the 5 parameters that we talked about in the last video, and also we will be showing in the stock analysis part when we do it later. And when there is a small weakness coming up in a stock, we tend to move out of the stock, thereby protecting the portfolio from big drawdowns or drop in prices and ensuring that damages are not high when stocks collapse. So before going to the stock analysis of this week, the changes that we talked here are crucial for the portfolio to perform well or your investments to give good returns. So in order to not miss out on the updates, please subscribe to get continuous updates on the portfolio, the live portfolio that we are running. So this week we will discuss about HDFC AMC, a stock from the mutual fund industry that manages people's savings. HDFC AMC is a leader among all the fund houses in our country. The company has 3.42 lakh crores under its management, which is nearly 15% of the total mutual fund assets in our country. The mutual funds in India have around 24 lakh crores. Out of the 3.42 lakh crore is managed by HDFC AMC alone. So its sales grew 8% in the last 4 quarters. We are taking 4 quarters instead of last 1 year. This is called as a trailing 12 months or a TTM in the fundamental analysis. It's better than looking at an annual or yearly outlook because it will always have the last 4 quarter results. As the stock markets were down in the last one and a half years' time, investors were pulling out money from their mutual funds, which was the reason there has been a lesser sales growth in this company. So after the demonetization, financialization of savings in our country has moved a big chunk of savings into mutual funds, which will continue to see increased growth in the coming years too, as other physical assets like real estate and gold have kind of become stagnant or going down. So HDFC AMC will be the biggest beneficiary of this transformation that is happening in our retail savings in the country. And among all the AMCs in the country today, HDFC AMC was the least hit in the NBFC crisis that has been going on in the market in the last one and a half years' time, which actually argued well with its stock price. When sales grew at 8%, profit for the last 12 months grew at a whopping 50%. This was thanks to regulations on AMC spending by SEBI. All the AMCs have got their expenses reduced, which has translated into huge profit growth for all the AMCs and same for HDFC AMC too. So now coming to the returns the stock has given. This stock has delivered phenomenal returns to its investors after getting listed just a year back. 1 year returns on the stock is at 108%. And in the last 6 months, the stock runs up even faster with 75% returns in 6 months' time. Now let's look at the rankings this company holds in the market today. Among the stock price movement in the last one year, HDFC AMC ranks at 87. As the number gets closer to 100, that shows that the stock is good quality in that kind of ranking. On the profit growth or the earnings, this stock is having the 66th rank. It is down because this is a new company in the market and we don't have long history of its results to do a calculation. Probably as the quarters keep adding up, these numbers will go up. Return on investment, it is showing a phenomenal number, 93 out of 100. Very few companies come to this level. That is the profit that the company is making on the capital. It is very high. On the industry group, this stock belongs to the financial investments industry group, which ranks 69 out of 100. We have around 119 industry groups in India, which we put it on a 100 scale. Financial investments industry group is coming at 69. The only place the stock is lagging high rank is in fund managers' commitment. Today, only 44 schemes or mutual fund schemes hold this stock in their portfolio. With the increased profit growth that has been shown in the results, high visibility of growth in sales also, stock prices is continuously moving up. We had in the last 2 months, if you see, the stock has run up heavily, which will attract more demand for the stock. And with very low supply of the stock in the market, only 17% of company stock is available in public hands. So this will also increase the demand and the price will go up. So the stock should see further expansion in its valuations, which should push the stock to even further upside. In our portfolio, this stock came around 4 months back, and we have already holding 50% profit on this stock in our portfolio. So would you have any clarifications on HDFC AMC's analysis or have any other queries on stocks you would hold or planning to buy? Please post your requirements on the comment section. We will be happy to address your requirements and help you grow your investments. Happy investing. Thank you.